The National Football League is already suffering the consequences of the tone that the commissioner set in the preseason when he said that Americans should be patient with protesters. Frustrated fans were far less understanding that he urged them to be, and now ratings are reflecting what happens when you mix politics and sports where it doesn't belong. Despite the sharp decline in viewership and massive lack of game attendance, especially at Colin Kaepernick's old stomping ground stadium where the San Francisco 49ers play, the protesting players continue to make things bad for themselves and the league. With Commissioner Roger Goodell's support of every anti-American statement they make, they are pushing the limits way too far for what they have planned for November. Simply kneeling for the national anthem before every game and now raising the fist of black power after a white player is tackled, isn't enough for these protesting players anymore. They want to make a bigger and more disrespectful statement and are demanding to do so for the entire month of November. If the commissioner caves on this specific protest, it will undoubtedly drive out the last remaining fans who are already beyond fed up. Considering how apologetic Goodell has been for these entitled players and their social statements, it's expected that he will at least consider what these racist players are planning. Much like there is an entire month within the NFL dedicated to breast cancer awareness, where players wear pink in various ways on the field, a group of 4 players wants the league to dedicate November to their cause. What the entire month would entail makes the disrespectful idea even worse. ESPN reports. A group of 4 players sent the NFL a memo in August requesting league support and asking for a month to be dedicated to social activism, not long after Commissioner Roger Goodell reportedly had talked to several players regarding their game day activism efforts. According to Yahoo Sports, Seattle Seahawks defensive end Michael Bennett, Philadelphia Eagles safety Malcolm Jenkins and wide receiver Torrey Smith, and former Arizona Cardinals wideout Anquan Boldin co-authored a 2,740-word document intended to push the NFL to honor activism in an effort similarly to what the league already implements for breast cancer awareness, honoring military, etc. The letter was obtained by Yahoo Sports and originally published Wednesday night. We would like November to serve as a month of unity for individual teams to engage and impact the community in their market, the memo states, rather than a few players sitting, kneeling, or raising a fist for a few minutes of the national anthem. These 4 want to force everyone in the NFL to represent their anti-cop and anti-American sentiment. It would be something jammed down everyone's throats throughout every game, making the protests the spotlight of the sport. For us, support means, bear all or part of the weight of, hold up, give assistance to, especially financially, enable to function or act, the letter from the players to the NFL stated. We need support, collaboration, and partnerships to achieve our goal of strengthening the community. As vocal as players Bennett, Jenkins, Smith and Boldin have been about why they are protesting leading them to want a month of recognition for it, none of them had anything to say to Yahoo Sports when asked about the letter they sent. ESPN reports that the players declined comment, citing an agreement to keep talks private, according to the website. Perhaps not wanting to talk about it has a lot more to do with the real reason for wanting to claim the month of November for their cause. It's not just about raising awareness to perceived systemic racism within the country, it's about the win they are really going for, which has nothing to do with scoring a field goal. Every American, including these protesting players, have the right to speak their mind and stand up, or sit down, for what they believe it. That's part of the beauty of living in a free country. However, there's a time and a place to do it, and it's not by abusing your public position to disrupt an entire game, month, or even the whole season, with your sentiment. Sports isn't a political forum. People don't tune in to watch their team to be fed divisive messages. They want to see a game and enjoy themselves with what's supposed to be an avenue of entertainment and separate themselves from stressful issues in society, politics being one of them. If the NFL grants these players an entire month dedicated to what's already led to boycotts and backlash, it will nearly impossible to recover the mass exodus of fans that will likely ensue. It's one thing to sit quietly on the sidelines with your message of wanting reform, it's another to celebrate it at every game, on every team, throughout the season. They can't give these 4 players the right to a month dedicated to this unless they are prepared to dedicate the following month to recognizing police officers or some other sentiment that's opposition to their anti-oppression message.